11/10/2013. The time is 8:57 a.m. As we had clearly stated a couple of weeks ago, well, quite a while ago, was how Tesla Motors, one of the best movers in the NASDAQ 100 bull rally that we've had in 2013, and what I will do on a weekly chart is show where that rally started. Been one of the best movers out here. Every time that it got overbought, we called for a pullback, a correction in the name. And once we had this correction here on the daily, we rallied up. We challenged this major wall of resistance over here. Then we came down. This was going to be support, but there was news about another battery fire in Tesla, another car fire. Then Tesla reported quarterly earnings. So this is a major update for our traders around the world and our U.S. traders and all our MMTs. We can clearly see that Tesla in the very short term has hit a support area. So let's take a look at what that support area is on this daily. This is where the rally started back in 2013. It's been one of the bigger percent gainers in the NASDAQ 100 component. And we rallied all the way up. I mean, buying down here in those quarterly earnings when this stock was at $40, that would have made you a boatload of money. We've been on this name, and the major breakouts in Tesla started in another area right around $79. And it's just been climbing and climbing and climbing until we hit the peak that we're talking about. The highs on Tesla were way overbought. That was the 194 high. We have had a major correction down here from 194 to the peak of that high, right here to that bar. That's and the low 132. Now, we take a look at why we want to buy Tesla, because it has good volatility, it has good support levels, and it likes to bounce. But once again, it's a trading vehicle to make a lot of profits on an intraday level. That will be a major wall of resistance, is where these breakouts over here, right here in the chart where I'm going around in a circle here, this is where it was. That's going to be that resistance level. That price is going to be roughly right around 143.98. First, though, it's going to test the lower end of this bar, as it's doing from its oversold condition. And I say that this is short-term oversold. Now, when we look at a weekly level here of Tesla, one of the things that people need to be clear of is that MACD got so overbought. That was as overbought as you're going to get on anything. And it's time to buy put options. If you want to learn how to trade options, you can trade options. The next best thing for you to do, I'll be very forthright about this, is that we will provide you with all the entries and the exits. When you go in here, we have lots of coverage on Tesla. Click in the search box like I'm going to do now, TSLA. Hit enter. And you're going to find lots of trades that were done on Tesla live. Okay? And Tesla trades in the NASDAQ 100, and there's other related stocks. Here, Tesla overbought, 52-week high, $13 intraday reversal. These were all live trades. We've warned people that you don't chase these highs because they end up in a very, very bad way for investors. Sorry to say. The other thing that you can do is go to the trading tab and click on the free trial tab. Click get started. Take the next step. You need buying power and trading capital. All you have to do is simply watch the video, open an account, get started today. Watch the pattern day trading rule. If your account balances are below $25,000, you are handicapped. Watch the pattern day trading rule. We will fund your trading account and we will train you, and you can be in the live trading room. You have lots of great things. So back to Tesla. What I can say currently is that Tesla has broke down below its 20-week simple moving average. Not good for Tesla. The 20-week moving average was at 154, and the sellers just came right in the 10-week. This is this color line right here. Boy, oh boy. That 10-week simple moving average was a breakdown at 171. Now remember, a lot of this had to do with the quarterly earnings. Tesla is in trouble. If we break this support level here at 132, we're going to trade down to lower levels, and I will go ahead and show you what the very short term on this weekly level is going to be. This is going to be right here is going to be your next major support level if we break down. That's 100 and let's just call it $119, let's say. There's another little area of support on a weekly level right around 128.91 if we break the low. That's this support line. That would be if we fall through here. But then ultimately down here at $108 and respectively on the weekly chart will be down at $96. Tesla's been a high flyer. It's a great company. They've sold lots of cars. When we go back to the daily chart, I'm going to be very, very forthright on this daily chart, is that one of the things that we're going to do is show you the same trend lines on Tesla. And Tesla was a great short. It has a major daily sell signal. I can tell you that Tesla has not had a major daily sell signal forever. These are called moving average convergence divergence bars. They did never get in a sell signal. Yes, they got overbought, they pulled back, but they never went into a sell signal like they are today. That's the problem. But in the very short term, it's very tradable. And once again, I will go ahead and just take this piece of the chart. So if we break the trend lines, I will draw another one down here, MMTs. And that's going to be right here where that gap up is. And that's going to be right about there at 126. That's another daily support level right here if we trade down, if it breaks down. Remember, once it got super overbought on this particular public indicator, we use them as a reference. We don't make decisions on them. We have a different platform called the MMT platform. That platform is a mathematical high frequency platform. This is just a daily simple chart that the public will make decisions on. Now, as you can see, we have lower support levels. We're going to sell into resistance. We bought some 145 March calls on Tesla. March calls on Tesla, and we bought them for a very short-term trade. We bought the 145 calls at the low. The low on this was $15. The high was $17.50, and the open on these calls were $17.35. The current bid and ask is $16.80 by $17.60. Now, we will teach you how to trade Tesla. If you don't have the money to trade the stock because it's expensive, you can always trade the options because your downside is limited on the call side. The put side is paying a lot of money when we called it. The put side is how you can short Tesla. And when you buy puts at a certain strike price and they go down, you make lots of money. You want to learn more how to do that, then get together with us in a free trial period for 5 days and we'll show you live in market hours. So Tesla is short-term oversold. We are going to be looking at how to buy that support, but each time it goes up to resistance, we're going to sell into it. Tesla has some problems with their car batteries, their earnings, their forward-looking forecast, their fundamentals. There are lots of things. If you want to find out about the earnings report, we covered it live. We have all of that on the stockmarketfunding.com website for you. Just go ahead and browse through there, type in the search like you were told, and go forward. Once again, Tesla is going to be a good company still. It's just that it needed to correct. It was super bloated in price, and it had to come down. And the poor investors, well, they're left hanging the bag because people chase performance. And once these things get super overbought and the earnings season was upon us, they had, you can see, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 days of selling. That was huge. And we called buying the put options, and it would have made you very rich. Your accounts would have went skyrocketing up higher when this thing fell $4 from its overbought process. Get involved today with stockmarketfunding.com.